Earnings season is still rolling on, and there's some really hot stocks that are set to report this week, even though everybody's kind of blowing it off. But I didn't. I checked out who was going to report and who has the best charts, and I brought these 5 really hot charts, so let's dive in and see what they are. First one out of the gate is EXAS Sciences. Now, if you don't know the name of this company, you know their product because they make the Cologuard test for colon cancer. And as you can see, they got a really great earnings track record. They've beat every quarter except 2 in the last 5 years. And shares have just really been hot here because they started rolling out the Cologuard test a couple of years ago. So they've seen big revenue growth that has been steadily going up, but now investors getting a little nervous about where to find the future growth, which is why you've seen a little bit of a pullback in the shares there in 2019. We're getting a little bounce here in 2020. This will be an interesting one to see how much people are willing to pay for these earnings if that revenue starts to slow just a bit. Okay, Shopify is the next one on this hot list, and as you can see, it too has a great track record of beating. We don't have any misses in there going back to when our data began in 2016. I'm not sure why there's a quarter or 2 missing in there, but otherwise, big beats here from Shopify. That's what the long green arrows mean, and the shares have just really taken off. Towards the end of 2019, they didn't lose any momentum here in 2020. Is this too hot to handle? We will see. Then switching over to CME Group, this is one that doesn't get a lot of love, but look at this great chart. It hasn't missed at all in the last 5 years. These are the meets and or the beats. And now shares kind of trying to get to those new highs again that it hit in 2019. So this will be an interesting quarter as well. And then one of the old tech titans here, Cisco, it really took off in 2019. Finally breaking out of this kind of narrow channel that it's been in it for numerous years. It has a good track record, no misses since our data began in 2016, but shares have come back down. So it was, a little bit excitement there for long-term investors, and now it's come back down a little. But this is also one that'll be a good sign of what's happening in the global economy. So you want to keep an eye on it for that. And then we're going to round it out with, of course, one of the hottest sectors, the semiconductors and applied materials, also with the great track record. All of these stocks today are basically earnings all-stars. All of them are top of the game as far as meets and or beats. Just a rare few red arrows among these 5 charts. So they're all pretty spectacular. And this one's got the new highs on top of it. So 5-year highs. Hasn't missed, just looking really great. We'll see if it can continue to get this momentum on this report. So as you can see, these are 5 great charts that maybe everyone's not really tuning in on, except maybe the semiconductors. But otherwise, they're maybe a little lost in the shuffle here, but you need to be watching these 5 this week, and there's more to come. So these aren't the only hot ones this week. And I'll be bringing you the charts all this week and throughout earnings season because we have a couple more weeks still to go. Even though FANG and the big tech names have already gone, there's a lot of small caps and some interesting consumer branded names that will still be reporting. So you don't want to miss a single show, single episode. Definitely subscribe on Zacks.com/YouTube. Our YouTube page is active during earnings season, so be sure to check us out over there on Zacks.com/YouTube.